Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, if you've been following along, have you got your new square? Did you go download it? Oh no, I'm not the designer of the new square. Oh, this video is going to be about two separate things. Yay, more fun. No, I'm not the designer of the square. These are big, huge blanket squares that Anne Regourd, a person on Ravelry, is going ahead and making 52 squares, one for every week of the year. And for the first week it's released, it's free. And guess what? Square number 16 is free right now. You definitely want to go get it. Look at this. This is square 16. Isn't that pretty? You know, I personally make mine super bright. That's what I like to do. Let me go ahead and see what the exact dates are for this. It's already free, and it is free from 15 April 2024 to Sunday the 21st of April 2024 Paris time. Now, I'm in Mountain Time, Colorado, and that's definitely a difference, you know, so get it early. Don't wait until the 21st if you want to get it for free. Now, the designer's absolutely wonderful, has lots of sales. They are definitely listed on the price. I will have this square number 15, linked down below, or 16 linked down below. And of course I started it. I've got it on my circular needles right there. There it is, my little circle. Isn't that pretty? You're like, wait a minute. The last couple of them you've done were yellow. Yes, they were. I am working with the varsity yellow right now. And I have, that's square number 16 that I'm working on at the moment. This was 15. This was square number 15 using varsity yellow, same colorway, big twist. And I believe this one was the one right before it. So this was 14. So I will have, once I finish this one, and this one's not really blocked. Once I get that done, I will have 4 big squares done. Well, I want to put them together. My husband recommended this, that I put these together with black, having the black border and maybe doing in the black border a couple of bumblebees or something along that line. And this will be the bee blanket. And as my friend was saying, is like the be happy, you know, blanket. And I think that's going to be absolutely adorable. Oh, why am I making the blankets? Because I'm going to give them away. That's why I'm doing it. These are going to go for Camp Boggy Creek towards the end of the year. I think that the wonderful YouTubers, Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too is one of them. They'll turn on their collection, so to speak, around the August-ish time period. So right now I'm just making blankets as I see fit, as I choose to, as I want to. You know how that goes. And I'm having a blast with these squares. So that was my public service announcement to go ahead and make sure you download it. You know what? Even if you're not interested in making them right now, you might. Go ahead and grab them, collect them. You know, pattern collecting is its own hobby, right? And you never know when you might go back and decide, I have to make that. That square will fit perfectly. It didn't fit anything in my world then, but now it does. You know, it's just how that goes, right? Yeah, so I have all of the patterns that have come out. There's the 4 of them that I haven't made yet, and that was because I started making these after the first so many of them were already out, and that's just how that works. But I'm so happy that I'm doing that and having fun with that. Yeah, so as we know, I both knit and crochet and like to make lots of things. Speaking of which, yes, I did make my top. This is, let me stand up. So you can see that a little better. I've got a tank top underneath so you can really see the pineapples right here, more so. So I've worn this top more than once. I made this with 2 strands of lace weight held together, crocheted. It's a black with like an iridescent almost, and it almost has like a green tint hue to it. Really enjoy it. I got the yarn on Little Knits a long time ago. I took a chance on it. Why not, right? I knew I could double it, triple it, quadruple it, because I knew it was really thin weight. Fine, not a big deal. And I had no idea that I was going to pair that yarn up with this pattern. Yeah. So since I've told you that I've made it multiple times, I figured I would at least give you the idea of what the pattern is, and I had to go look it up myself. So this is, and you can still get this pattern, the individual pattern on Interweave. I just looked it up right before turning on my camera. You can download the pattern from Interweave for $4. I'm sure you can also purchase and download a copy of the entire magazine. We should probably go through the magazine. What do you think? So that's the pattern. Now, you're like, wait a minute, that's similar to what you have on. Yes, it is. It is very similar, but it's not 100%. I did a lot of altercations, is a good altering, you know, to make it me. Yes, to make it fit me. But it was definitely this pattern that got me started, no doubt. Of course I didn't use the same yarn. Of course I didn't use the same hooks. Of course I didn't, right? It just, but it works. And I have a beautiful top that I wear a lot. I really enjoy it. So the 2018 Interweave Crochet 2018 edition is the one that has this in it. And that is what I definitely based it off of. There are some really nice patterns in here. I love pattern number 37, or on page 37, that thing right there. I've looked at making that one too. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. You know, I mean, if you can do both, do both. Have fun. Make all the fun things. Let's see, this is the Summer Blues. Let's see if I can make sure that you're seeing that. Yep. So different sweater patterns. Wasn't really planning on doing the whole book, but you know, I might as well. It's beautiful. You've got some home decor stuff in here. So really nice. So if you do decide to download the entire magazine, you might as well see what you're going to get. You might as well kind of look at it. I mean, obviously we know it's crocheted stuff, but what kind of crocheted stuff? How much of it? See, there's a couple different bags in there. Do you use those big open market bags similar to what this one is? This one that looks like a beach bag. Do you use them? I mean, I see them all the time, but I've never really used one. It's like a little rug right there. And then this one is a nice bag. Now that one I would probably use more so. Don't know. But the open mesh ones, I've not used those. Oh, okay. That's cool. You know, that's really, really kind of a thing. If you can get the wedges like that and some of the different craft stores, I've seen some of the shoe pieces that you can use. Not the wedges themselves, but some of the other types. Kind of interesting. And of course, here's the top that I heavily modified for me. And I just think it's really pretty. I really do. I like it. I just had to do some different modifications for my body. Look at the skirt. Would you wear a skirt like that? I have made a dress. One of my friends was going to her high school reunion, and I made the dress that she wore out of a drops pattern. She bought the yarn, and I made the dress for her. And it was really funny because you know how as women, we tend to criticize our own bodies. You know, the men we're with and everything else, they don't, but we'll criticize our own bodies and then things like that. So she was so much smaller than me. What I had to do when she wasn't with me, and she's very endowed, when she wasn't with me and I was trying to work on this and make her dress, I had my daughter, who was maybe 10 at the time, and one of her friends over, either one, and I would grab them and then I would put in the chest part like 150 gram, 100 gram ball of yarn on each side to stuff it out to get to the measurements that I needed to. And of course she thought she was really big, but you know, that's, women are weird. We are very weird. But it was just fun, right? So I have made the long skirt type thing before, but again, along with the women are weird, I don't feel comfortable myself to wear one, but I drool over them. I really do. They are so pretty. I really like those. Now this one, I think I would do that one because it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be open and showing and what have you. And if you're going to wear a bathing suit anyway, and you know, it would be kind of, okay, I would do it, but I would try to make those spots maybe not like, you know what I'm getting at, you know, just a Not right there. It just doesn't quite look right like that. But otherwise, why not? And then you've seen people do crochet bikinis or bathing suits. It's a crocheted. I think, you know, you'd have to have the right body for that, maybe. I don't know. And then, have you seen the crocheted shorts? This isn't the only place that I've seen them. I've got other patterns for crocheted shorts. And I've got the mom belly is a good way to put it. So that wouldn't look quite the same on me. I'd need the extra ball of yarn. It's a good way to put it. So these are kind of fun patterns though. They do have some really interesting patterns in here besides the one that I made. So there are some fun things, you know, you can do some stuff like that. So those are some nice bags. And I like that shawl. I think that shawl right there fits into that. I haven't looked at the pattern, but it looks like it would be more of a mindless creation. Yeah, there's some patterning into it, which will make it fun and enjoyable, but not a difficult patterning, not something that's too hard to comprehend, that's too much like, I just don't have the energy to do that. Now, I've not seen anything like this before. This right here is like a wraparound skirt dress situation, and I've not seen a crochet or knit version along that line. Obviously, this is crochet, but that's kind of interesting. Do you have any? Why does she have it under her arm? I mean, you can see right here, she's got that strap under her arm. What good does that do? I don't understand. I'm confused. I don't get it. It's like it is. I don't get it. If you're gonna, yeah, that makes no sense to me. But those looks like that's all the patterns in this particular book. So if you are interested, if you've seen me wear this top before and you're wondering where's the pattern, I'd like to do something similar to it, you can. Like I said, you can get the pattern. Interweave knits, Interweave has an interweave knits and interweave crochet. But interweave crochet, summer of 2018, and is on the front cover. And it wasn't a difficult thing to make. I just had to make things a little bit different for me. You can see I've got, okay, so we've got one little pineapple there, 2. I went into 3. This one has 2. So that's what I mean by I definitely modified it. So you just got the 2 layers or levels of pineapples there, and mine has 3, goes down farther. But I definitely started with this. Definitely worked with that. You can do it. You can take patterns and expand upon it. Take the best part of them and go with it. I mean, I obviously started with the same neck and then just grew. That's all there is to it. Well, everybody, I hope you get the pattern. I hope you get, this one's up to you, but I hope you go ahead and grab the squares pattern, collect them with me. If you are making them, let me know what you're doing or how you're putting yours together. Right now, I'm doing 4 squares, and I don't have my first blanket done with them yet, and I'm already planning the second one with making enough of the yellow squares. But how are you putting yours together? Are you doing anything crazy with them? Are you using more subtle colors than what I've chosen? I'd love to know. I really would. And these would make a great pillow too. They would, every single one of them, they are large enough. They would be beautiful throw pillows. And you could have all the different textures and patterns. It would be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.